Okay, today guys, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about putting a fish finder on a kayak and what it entails. So today, when obviously guys often ask about a fish finder, they say, how much is a fish finder? I don't think it's so much as how much is the unit is, but actually what do you need to put a fish finder on a kayak? And what we have here is what we would use to have the ultimate fitment on a kayak. It has the unit, so we'll start off with the unit. This chosen unit that we have here is a Garmin Striker 4 Plus, one of the more common units. Okay, so with your unit, you obviously have your head unit, so the fish finder itself, the transducer, and then a power cable. Okay, so obviously those are the items that will make your unit work. So when you buy a fish finder, you'll have a transducer, head unit, and a power cable. That's all good and well. That's the fish finder itself. The next most important item on a fish finder is a battery system in this case. So what we use on our kayaks is a FPV power lithium ion battery. There are other videos on the batteries on our YouTube channel, but this is our chosen system for various reasons. Firstly, and most importantly, the battery is very light and it's very compact. Okay. It is also in a sealed waterproof container. So this means this battery obviously can get wet, nothing's going to happen to it. So as everyone knows, water, electricity, not best of friends. So a battery in a sealed container or unit like this is quite important. The lithium ion, why we like it, and the advantage of the lithium ion is that it has a long battery life. So on a unit like this, when you're running it on the water, you can pretty much fish 2 or 3 days in a row before you have to charge your battery. You know, the older batteries, like the small lead acid batteries that we were using, you'd get 2 hours and then your battery would go flat and you'd have to change it. So with this, you get lots of hours in the water, and of course it also comes with a warranty, so which is nice, having a battery with a warranty. When you get the battery, you get another waterproof plug. Okay, so in this case, this is the female plug that comes standard with the battery. Then you get the male plug that fits to the power cable. This, what we do when we install it, is we use the heat solvers and we join the power cable together, and this is a plug that comes from your power cable to your battery. The reason it's really nice as well is obviously the plug itself is also waterproof. So it's designed to clip on, and then we screw it together, and that keeps your connection nice and dry. So not only is the battery in a waterproof container, but the plug itself is also waterproof, which helps a lot. And then of course there's a charger. So the battery, it comes with a charger. So the battery power system that when you see on a quote or when we talk about, it has the battery, it has the connector, and it has the charger. So it's everything you need to power up your fish finder unit. Okay, so you've covered the fish finder unit, now we've covered the battery. Then when it comes to installation, obviously different guys have different ideas in installations, how they like it or how they want to do it. What we have here is what we will do as our complete installation, which is the most popular, and in my opinion makes your life very, very easy on a kayak. So we have the battery box. Depending on the style of fitting of the battery, what I've got here to show you is the upright battery box. This will fit into your kayak. The battery clip fits in there, and of course it comes with the Velcro. The Velcro will hold your battery in place. So this stops your battery from moving around, also keeps it upright, stops the plugs from falling around in case there's some water in your hatch. So that system there covers your battery system, or the battery box I should say, covers looking after your battery. Okay, then we have your flush mount lid. So this is a flush mount lid that you see that a lot of guys use. It comes with two options. A, with the Velcro like this. Okay. So a Velcro system, which means you can actually take your unit off your kayak. If you want to, you unplug it and take it and put it away and keep it clean. The Velcro allows you to move it on and off. Then some guys will obviously fit this permanently. I think it's a personal choice, whether you want it permanent or whether you want it to be interchangeable. So the flush mount unit, when we say flush mount, what happens is this fish finder will get mounted into there, and obviously it'll sit on your kayak like this, and while you're sitting, you can see the fish finder and work on the fish finder while you're fishing. And then, like I say, the splash cover. So that's your flush mount unit, your battery box, okay, and then your fish finder, your battery, and then obviously we have things like fish finder, we call them consumables for installation. We'll wrap the cables in a neat spiral binding inside the hatch, really make them neat and out of the way, and try and clean it up. But all of these items make up what we call a fish finder installation. So when you're inquiring about a fish finder and you're asking, what's the price of a fish finder, you need to take all of this into consideration. Obviously, if you take items out, so maybe you don't want to fit your fish finder onto a flush mount lid, you just want to use the standard mounting brackets, then that's an item that you would take off in the cost of installing a fish finder. But like I said, what we have here is the ultimate fish finder setup or installation and everything that you need. And I hope that clears up a little bit about what to use when you want to install a fish finder versus, what are we actually buying. So each item is here. And as I said, if you look at some of the other videos on our channel, we do cover ideas like, videos on the battery itself. There's a couple of videos also on installing a fish finder, which we obviously change here all the time, so we'll update those videos. But there's one on installation, there's one on batteries, and now hopefully I've covered the different items you need when you're fitting a finder on your kayak. Here we go.